What up, YouTube? It's Mr. D from School of Gaming, and today we got a real life story. And I enjoyed this story, and I'm sure you all will too, because it's actually pretty funny, and it's just a great story overall, I guess. So I guess we'll jump right into it. Okay, so my friends and I went out to see a movie, like I'm sure you all do, and we went to see Planet of the Apes. I thought it was a shit movie, but I guess they didn't. I don't know what went on there. But anyways, we all got bored afterwards, and we're thinking, why don't we just go screw around at a store? Because isn't that what kids these days do? So we all got in this little van, and we all drove over to K-Mart. And we get out, and we realize that nobody's in the parking lot at K-Mart, so there must be nobody in the store. Since there's never anybody in the store, we figured we'd just go and screw around and have fun. So we walk in, it's K-Mart. You're in your own little world. It's K-Mart. You can freaking do whatever you want. It was like 9 o'clock at night, I think. So we did exactly that. We did what we wanted. We went to the toy aisle. We frickin' played with toys. We frickin' rode bikes around the store like a biker gang. We frickin' just frickety frickin', We just had tons of fun. And it got to the point, and I don't know how it got to this point, but it got to the point where my 300-pound asked me, hey, you want to wrestle? So I'm thinking, all right, yeah, I'll wrestle. I mean, I'm not fat. I'm chubby, but I'm not 300 pounds. So I knew I was going to lose, first off. So we get to the point where I don't even know how this happens. I got on this Captain America freaking suit in the toy aisle, and he got on this Green Lantern thing. So we started wrestling as superheroes. And I know this sounds like a really gay porno, but listen to me here. It was actually pretty fun till it got to the point where I was planted on my ass and I lost the wrestling match, quote unquote. And me being me, I stood up all kind of mad, joking around. I threw my Captain America shield, and it ended up bouncing around the toy aisle and knocking stuff over. Which that stuff knocked over other stuff, that stuff knocked over other stuff, and before I knew it, pretty much half the toy aisle was on the ground. So I'm thinking, shit, guys, we got to pick this up. And right at that moment, I heard on the intercom, security to aisle 6, and I'm thinking to myself, if I look up and there's a number 6 above me, I'm going to freaking poop myself and I'm going to run. So sure enough, it was aisle 6, and then I did poop myself. Well, I didn't actually poop myself, that'd be kind of gross, but you get the point. And so we all cleaned up as fast as we could, and we're like, all right, guys, we got to get out of the store, we got to get back to the van, we got to drive away, because I don't want my parents knowing that I might, potentially get kicked out of Kmart and get the police called on me. So we all split up into groups, and from what I remember, me and my friend Ryan were in the clothes section, and we're ducking down low, to hide behind the clothes, and we're walking through the toy section. I just fucking say toy? The clothes section to get out of the store, and I turned to look behind me, and there was security out by aisle 6, and when I say security, I'm not talking about, some 6-foot burly, muscly guy. I'm talking about Kmart's form of security, and what I mean by that is it was a really old lady, I'm gonna guess about her 60s, maybe 70s, crouched over with a little badge on that said security on. I just from my point of view, I'm trying to be quiet and stay low in the clothes section, but you got to realize that this lady's not going to kick me out, regardless of what I do. She'll break her back, if anything. So I left her alone. We get out of the store. We all regroup, and we all headed toward the van. We started driving out of the parking lot, and I realized that we're missing a friend. So we all look at each other and go, oh, God, where's Garrick? So we drive the car around, we get back in the parking lot, and we look through the main window, and there's Garrick trying to act like a normal person buying Skittles near the cash register. It's like, when you're in a situation where you might potentially get the cops called on you, going to buy these Skittles isn't going to help much, bud, I'm just saying. And yeah, that was the funny story I had for today. So if you liked it, go ahead and hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and enroll today. We got some Minecraft playing in the background with the Westeros Server. And I'll put their IP and whatnot in the description so you can check them out. It's actually a pretty cool server. And I guess I'll see you next Monday, because I put out every Monday. And bye-bye! Did I just say put out? Wow, that sounds really homo.